about hair care. We did hair care, hair and skin care. That was what we did, and it was really amazing. Types of hair, you were there. You don't remember? Okay. Thank you. Vampire your mom. I'm not talking about the girls' hall class. The girls' hall. I think that one was called Girls in National Day. So people who care for you, who will do things for you. You talk about boys, you talk about movies, you talk about songs, you talk about all those things. And you forget to care. That's why I take our time to have these sessions, because a whole lot of us, if I ask you here now, like today, we're going to be talking about vagina and vulva, parts of our bodies that are so important. If I ask you, do you know how to clean it? Do you know how to wash it? Do you know how to care for it? Many of us don't know. Some of the things that we're going to learn today, I knew as an adult. Nobody told me as a child. I'm not here alone. Of course, you know that my partner in the clinic is Dr. Lola. Yes, Dr. Lola and I, this is our pet project. We love to do it. We have great plans together, and God will continue.
I said, Tima, your network is fluctuating. So your audio is
It's going to help us to
ceasing.
always really.
Queen Mother, your network, your audio is
My
fluctuating.
audio is bad.
Yes, it keeps going off, ceasing.
It keeps seizing. Okay. So I think you should
Yes.
just start. No need to waste time while I try to sort that out. Okay, they say they can't even hear me.
Yes. Hello, Queen daughters. Let me know where you're joining us from in the comment section. Let me see where you're coming
We're
from, where
not going
you
to
are.
separate classes.
Queen Mother, can I go ahead? Queen Mother, I'm muted. Let me know where you're joining me
Please
from
go
in the
ahead.
comment section.
Go ahead, ma.
Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Okay, let me see. Canada, Daratimio, Maryland, Nigeria, Dubai. Okay, okay. Our queen daughter in Dubai. How are you in Dubai? I believe everything is okay. We're hearing wonderful things. I pray that God will keep you all safe in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. What do we have today? Let me just go straight to my slide. Queen Mother has already given us a hint what we're talking about today. Can we see my slides? Let me know if you can see my slide. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my slide. Queen Faith, can you see my slides? Can we see my slides? You can, okay, okay. So today we're going to be talking about vaginal health. So you'll see that I wrote vulva care and vaginal health. Don't worry, I will explain further. I will explain further because it's part of helping us to understand our bodies. Remember last month we were talking about our hair, our skin, and I told us something. This body is the one you have for a lifetime, from head to toe. Every part of your body is one for a lifetime. So how you care for it, as you grow older, in your older years, your body will respond to you according to how you've cared for it. I want to say thank you again to Queen Mother and the whole Girls of Team for the privilege and platform to be here again. It's always a wonderful time to be here with you girls. So as a way of introduction, many girls will grow up, confusing things about their bodies. And some are told that their private parts are dirty. Some are told that they scrub themselves very hard. Some of us are shy. I know some of us are shy or we feel embarrassed. But of course, we're all girls here, so there's nothing to feel embarrassed about. But I want you to know that your body is beautifully designed. Last month I kept emphasizing it's about your design. It's about your design. Your body deserves care and respect. Every part of your body. Last month we learned how to care for our hair, our skin. So today we are learning how to care for our vagina and our vulva. So understanding your body gives you confidence and it gives you wisdom. So today we're going to learn about the correct names for the female body. We're going to learn about how the vulva and the vagina work and the differences, how the body protects itself naturally, the proper way to wash and care for our vulva and vagina, and how to maintain a healthy hygiene. We're going to talk about what normal vaginal discharge looks like, when to speak to a trusted adult about any changes in your body. Okay, so it's about giving us knowledge, confidence, and help us understand healthy ways to care for ourselves. So if you hear any terminology or anything maybe you're not familiar with or you don't understand, just wait till the end. Or you can put in the comment section. I will respond as I go, as much as I can, but I will answer your questions after. So I want to run through what I have to share. Okay, so I want to talk about a bit of the female anatomy. How many of us know what anatomy means? Do you know what anatomy means? The anatomy. Do we know what anatomy means? Body. Yes, yes, yes. What is anatomy? Tell me now what it means and the body. Okay, no. Okay, no. 3D overview of the human body. Okay. So anatomy in layman language just has to do with let me just say the structural part of your body. As a human being, you have your bones. I mean, your hand is made up of what? Muscles, bones. You must have done it in sciences now. So the structural parts, I mean, the things you can see. But of course, plus the things you can't see, let me not say the things you can see, because all the blood vessels that carry blood in your body that carry blood all through your body are part of the anatomy. But let me just say structural, while the functional is physiology. So structural is anatomy is the structure. The function, the functional as a normal function, let me put it that way. The normal function is physiology. So let me just put it easy way. So when I'm talking about the anatomy, I'm talking about the structures of your vagina and the vulva area. So that's what the anatomy. And this is important because when we start talking about how to care for it, the things that are the dangerous practices or things that we don't want you to be doing to that area, you get to understand better. Okay. So we need to know the correct name. The correct name. So many people say vagina, for your lower down there. When mommy say wash your vagina very well. But the correct terminology is, because the vagina is actually inside. The part you are washing when you are taking your bath after you use your toilet is actually called the vulva area, really. That place is called the vulva area, not really the vagina. Even though vagina is like the popular terminology that is often used. But vagina is actually inside. You can't really see it from outside. Okay? It's actually the inside part. So you see, I wrote here that vulva is the outer part of that female body. I mean, down there in the pelvic area. That's what we call it. Okay. You're queen daughters now. So I have to be speaking some language that they will know that I belong to the girls of. So you have to learn these terminologies, okay? Learn it, okay? So that when you are talking, you are speaking, like a queen daughter. You're not just speaking like any lay person out there, okay? So vagina is actually inside. You can't see the vagina because the vagina leads to the uterus. Uterus is the womb. Womb is where the baby grows. So, and when the baby, grows in the womb, and when the baby is going to come out, the baby actually comes out through the vagina, but the pathway is like a canal. I think I have a diagram here. So that is really the vagina. I think I have a diagram. Yeah, this is it. So you can see it here. I just that I don't have Can you see my cursor? I don't think I can use this cursor. So if you look at the vagina, this straight part that has this what I call it curvy part, that is the vagina. This straight part inside is the vagina. Okay, if you look at this, the one on the left is vulva. So which is what we see. Of course, they have different parts. I'm not going to go into talking about all the parts of the vulva. I don't want to go into those details here because I don't think it's necessary. Okay, for now. So, but just know that this whole everything is vulva. We now have different parts. We call them the labia. You know, the flap is called the labia. So we have the big flap, the small flap inside. Okay, so this is all part of your body. Oh. So there's nothing to feel irritated about. It is your body. You need to understand your body very well. Okay, so the big flap is the labia majora. The smaller one inside is the minora. So let me just leave it there. You just know that where you wash, where hair grows, it is what? Vulva area. Vagina is actually inside. You can't see it from outside. So most of the time when you hear people use vagina, wash your vagina very well, is really not vagina, it is vulva. So next time somebody says that, you correct them and say, no, it is vulva. Vagina is inside, okay? That's why you're a queen daughter. So what you can see outside is actually the vagina. So it requires for you to care for it properly. So I just thought to say that, okay? So like I said, we learn about, then I wanted to mention the urethra. So where you pee from is not your vagina. There's actually another tiny hole. And you know, it will interest you to know that a lot of women, even adults, they don't know. Because I've had cases where you have patients come to the hospital, even as adults, and they don't know that they have, where they pee from is not the vagina. There's actually a tiny, it's called the urethra. It's actually very tiny. Is actually in front of the vagina hole. So like I told you, outside is the vulva. The vagina goes inside, but there's not like a hole that leads inside. So just in front of it, there's a tiny place. So next time you want to go and pee, try to be conscious of it and notice where your pee is coming from. You will see that it's not from your vagina, even though it's very close there. That place is called the urethra. So a lot of women, even adults, you'll be surprised, they don't even know, because I've seen people like that. Then your anus, of course, is where you poo from. I mean, where your poo comes from. Okay. So why does it matter? So it's important for you to know, so you can describe your body clearly. So in case you want to talk about, mommy, I'm feeling pain. Mommy, somewhere is itching me. So if you don't understand the right place, you can be, making a mistake. Because if anything is wrong with you and your mommy takes you to the doctor, they're going to ask you. Your mommy is not in your body. So she just says, where is the pain? Or where is the discomfort? Where are you feeling funny? Where? So for you to understand your body, you should be able to now know, okay, no, it's not actually here, it's somewhere here. That helps for you to receive the appropriate care and for them to help you in times where something can actually be wrong. Okay, so also it will help you to take ownership of your health. When you know the right words, you can communicate clearly to your doctors, nurses, your mommy or daddy as required. You can describe what is wrong with you accurately. You can even ask questions, confidently. And of course, the right thing, so that when you go out there and someone with lack of knowledge or ignorance is talking, you're able to, correct them and educate them. Okay. So like I mentioned, so I'll just go right. So why is also important, like I said, there are things about the vagina that we need to understand. That the vagina is actually made up of is muscle. Let me okay, I'll just mention it to you. Inside, like I said, vagina is inside. Okay. Why is this important? We're talking about how to care for ourselves. I've said that the vagina is where it is inside. So when you are washing and cleaning yourself, you don't need to clean the inside, because these are some of the things that you may hear when you go. I mean, people say all those things that you need to actually wash inside. So when you are washing, you need to put your hand inside and wash it to be clean. No, the vagina is self-cleaning. See, the way God made our body, the inside of the vagina, the way the environment is, is created in such a way to prevent us from having infection. Okay, so we say it is acidic. That's the pH. When you wash it, you remove the protective layer that God has put there, and that's one of the things that will predispose you to having infection. So when somebody is telling you should put your hand inside and be washing it, they are speaking from ignorance. Then some people now ask that, so how does it get clean? It is self-cleaning. You don't need to put your hand inside and clean. When you are putting your hand inside to clean, you are removing the protective layer that has been there, and it will now make bacteria and other organisms grow there and cause infection. Do you understand? Okay. So even though, yes, there are beneficial bacteria that are there to maintain the environment, and God has made it very, very protective. So you don't put your hand inside to wash anything. You don't have to put soap and wash inside. No, 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 no. You only need to wash your vulva area, the outside part. Okay. Even in washing your vulva area, you don't need to use very, very harsh, things. Some people say you have to scrub and scrub and scrub. You don't need to do that. Just, be very gentle. Okay. Let me continue. So I've said that the normal protective mechanism, that's how God created it. It is normal protective. It has a normal protective mechanism. What's wrong with my slide now? Sorry, I don't know why my slide is just doing one kind. It's not changing. Anyway, all right. I've mentioned I don't want to repeat certain things, so because I want to be very fast. Okay, I've talked about it, that the way God created that environment is protective, to protect your body from infection. Okay, however, what are some of the habits that you can do to disturb the normal balance that God has created that can now make you to have infection? When you are using harsh soap, even your vulva area, you don't use harsh soap. I've seen people those days, they will use all this, and they call it all this potash or whatever. They said they need to wash it very well. No. Or things that you have to put chemical inside. You have to put all these maybe disinfectant or something inside water to now wash inside, and things like that. Then douching. How many of us know what douching means? Douching. How many of us know what douching means? Let me check. I want to try to read comments. Do you know what douching means? Whitish stuff. Okay. Who knows what douching means? Who knows what douching means? Okay, nobody. We don't know what douching means. Anybody? Just put it in the comment section. You don't need to raise your hand. If you want to respond, just type in the comment section. We don't know. Do you know what douching means? Just answer me yes or no. If you don't know, put no. Let me know that you don't know. I can't see is it me that I can't see the comment section? Me, I know what it is. Okay, well, tell me what it is. If you know what it is, tell me what it is. When you use cup to... No, I don't. Okay. Why do I teach the share comment? Don't worry. For Alicia, don't worry. I'm going to answer you. Don't worry. No, I don't know. Okay. Yes, you know. If you know what it means, tell me what it means. Using too much water. Okay. I do not know. Yes, I joined. Hope I didn't miss me. Okay. I want to be sure, because I'm not just here to just talk over your head. I want to be sure that to know where you are. Okay, no, you don't. You use it. So okay, whatever you use it, what you do. Okay, don't worry, Queen. I'll answer. It's chemical stuff to clean. Okay. That means washing or cleaning inside the vagina. Yeah. Christabel, okay, thank you. Yeah, so douching means washing inside the vagina. So you see some people, they will squat, they will now put their hand and use soap, or there are even companies that sell some product. They will say it will be like this hand wash. They sell it actually. They will write it there, douching something, and they promote it. So in case you see things like that, it's actually very wrong. And remember the reason why. I've said that the way God created your vagina, He already has a protective layer. And that protective layer, when you wash it with soap and you put it and you wash it, you are removing the protective layer. So you are predisposing yourself to infection. And if you now wonder that, how does it clean? It is self-cleaning. That's the way God created it. All you need to do is to just wash your vulva area. Remember, vulva is the outside that you see. Wash that part very well. You don't need to put your hand inside the whole of the vagina to wash it. I said you wash the outer area very well, but don't put your hand inside to wash. So douching is actually washing inside the vagina. That is douching. It used to be popular, years ago. Until lots of studies have come to show that it's actually not a good practice. Okay, so you don't need to put your hand inside and use soap or whatever to wash inside your vagina, okay? Remember, I said when the natural balance, that is the natural environment, is disturbed, it will make it easier for infection and irritation to occur. All right. So these are some of the things that people do that kind of disturb the natural environment. Using harsh soap to wash your vulva area or washing inside your vagina, using chemicals, using scented products. Because some people believe that I want the place to be smelling nice, I need to use scented products. No, you don't. Because one thing you have to know about a lot of products that have scent of perfume or fragrance is it predisposes to irritation, even in your body products. Your cream, when it smells, it has strawberry smell, it smells so luscious as good. No, most of the time, products that have perfume or fragrance, they predispose to what do you call it, irritation, predispose the skin to irritation. How much more your vagina area or your vulva area, okay? Then excessive washing, you don't need to wash excessively, okay? You don't need to use any antibacterial gel. You see all these things, they sell some of these things, and some of you maybe in school when you can see maybe your friends are talking about it, or they bring some of those things. It is actually wrong. And remember why, okay? So you must have the proper way of cleaning your vagina and taking care of it to prevent infection. Okay, I hope I will talk about it. So it's not about you washing more. Okay, healthy hygiene is not about I have to wash and wash and wash. No, it's about or using strong products or products that have good smell so that to smell that I know. Okay, the first core thing, they must protect that natural environment, all right, by using gentle mild soap to wash, and you don't overwash it. Okay, you don't overwash it. So look at I've talked about it, and douching is very harmful. Using harsh soap is very harmful. So you have to wash just warm water with mild soap. You understand? You just need to wash gently. So I've mentioned here as well, healthy hygiene. You wash your vulva area properly. Okay, gentle washing for the vulva. That's the outside part. The inside part, the vagina, you don't need to wash the vagina. Okay, so here are some healthy washing habits. You wash the external part with warm water, mild soap, unscented soap products preferably. Okay, avoid anything that has to do with perfume or chemicals that you have to put inside water to dilute it. Okay, then when you wash with soap, of course, rinse thoroughly so that there's no soap left. Then dry gently with a clean towel. You should never put soap or any product inside your vagina. We've had cases of people who put things inside their vagina. Yes, we've seen those cases. Okay, so your body does not need any harsh scrubbing. Okay, be very, very gentle. Don't put anything inside your vagina. Okay, now I want to talk about vaginal discharge. Somebody was asking me. The truth is that as we grow older as girls, okay, I know that we're still going to talk more about puberty, but I'm sure that maybe Queen Mother might be talking to you about it. Okay, who knows what puberty is? Who can tell me what puberty is? Do you know what puberty is? Let me see in the comment section, girls. Don't worry, I'm almost done. Puberty. Who knows what puberty is? Who knows what puberty? Hi, Kiki, I see you. Puberty. Tell me, girls, who knows what puberty is? I'm waiting. Who knows what puberty is? If you say you know, just tell me what it is, okay? Okay. If you know, say yes, and tell me what it is. It's a stage in your life, okay? Who knows what puberty is? Where you put who knows what puberty? If you don't know, say no. If you know, okay, Queen Anu says puberty is a period of hormonal changes in the body. It happens earlier in girls and boys. Okay, thank you, Queen Anu. Who else? It says when you start developing stuff to prepare you to have babies. Beautiful Adun. Queen Adun. Who else knows what puberty is? If you do, tell me when your body changes. Okay, it's growing up. Okay. Anytime I go to this, they say I have infection. Oh, okay. Oh, Queen Mabe, right? I think we need to. Queen Mabe, in the girls' hub, when your body changes, develops into a lady, for instance, when you have your period and when your breast gets okay. Okay, good job, girls. Good job, girls. Okay, so yeah, some of us have got it. It's the start of womanhood. You have your period break. Okay, yeah. So you see, what is puberty? Puberty is let me say it this way, because puberty is not an event. Okay, it is like the series of changes that take place, in your body as you grow into adulthood. All right. When you are younger, the same way you grow, you grow taller, you grow, you grow bigger compared to when you were a baby. So your body also begins to change. Do you understand? So start having different body changes, have hair on your armpit, have hair around your vulva area, your breasts start increasing. Maybe some of us, you notice that maybe your hips start increasing. What is actually happening is, as human beings, we have hormones in our body that make us girls. We have hormones that make the boys boys. But when we are younger, the hormones in the body are the same hormones, the levels are the same. But as you grow older, what makes a boy start looking different from a girl? Boys, their voice start breaking. They start talking, oh, they start having hair everywhere. What is making the difference? And girls will start having bigger breasts while boys don't have it. What is the difference? Is there are certain hormones that are peculiar to us as women that now start increasing. There are certain hormones in the men too that start increasing. So those hormonal changes, is what is causing the change in your body. They are seeing all those features that will eventually also now cause menstruation. So menstruation is not the only sign of puberty, because the event takes place over a few years. All right. But most people think when menstruation happens, when puberty, no. And puberty is not only the body changes. Puberty also has to do with what do you call it, mind changes. That's why some of us can start feeling very tired. You get tired, you get moody, you get, you get what do you call it? Some of you start having like mood swing, you get cranky, you get, those kind of things. Yes, because the hormone changes in your body is what is causing it. Okay. Why am I saying this vaginal discharge? As you are growing towards that puberty, part of the changes that you see in your body is that you can start having some discharge from your vagina. It doesn't mean it is abnormal, but there's the normal one, there is the abnormal one. We have to teach you, because if anything is happening, you have to know the right thing and what is abnormal, so that you can tell your mommy. Do you understand? Because mommy may not be there every day when you are having your bath, when you are doing all those. So if you don't tell them this is happening, they may not know. So it's important, because it is your body. That's why when you are familiar with your body and what the normal thing is, then when something is different that is happening, you're able to now call your mommy's attention to that. Mommy, this is going on. Then your mommy will be able to pay attention to see, okay, what is happening? Is it a normal thing, or is there something wrong? So that they can pick it early. Every issue that happens to us as women is very important to pick it early, because remember, like I said, this body is the body you are going to carry till you grow up. Everything that makes you a woman, God has already put it inside your body now. So when you grow up and you get married, you want to get pregnant, you want to have children, how you are caring for the body from when you are small matters. Because some people, the issue they have when they grow old is not only when they were old that the thing happened. So that's why we don't want you to have infection, because when you have infection, it can affect some other parts of your body. Okay, so even though you are not seeing it, so normal vaginal discharge will happen as you are growing older towards puberty. Okay, so it is going to be a normal thing that happens. But what does normal look like? Okay, in terms of the color, you consider color, you consider the odor. Okay, and for those of us who are already seeing our period, you consider your menstrual cycle. All right. So, but this won't happen when you are younger. Normally, in rare cases, that's when it may happen. And that's when you think about infection and things like that. So you must tell your mommy. All right. But for those of us that are close to puberty, or you're already menstruating, you may have some normal whitish discharge at certain times of the month. But it's not supposed to be smelling like awful, like if like when fish is rotting, rotting fish used to smell. You shouldn't have that kind of smell, like irritating smell like that. No. So if you notice any discharge that has irritating smell, or you notice the color is not white. I posted, I'll show you now. Yeah, so you consider what the color, I mentioned color. So if you see yellow, green, red, brown, you tell your mommy. If you have very strong smell, like unpleasant smell, like the way fish, fish used to smell. If you're feeling itchy, if your vulva or vagina is itching you, or you're feeling that when you pee, you feel the burning sensation, the thing will, like, it will hurt you. Like when you are peeing, you have this burning, hot or peppery sensation. Please tell your mommy. Okay? Or you notice any swelling, any rash around your vulva or vagina area, please make sure you tell your mommy. Okay? Or a trusted adult. So depending on where you are, I'm assuming you are at home, but in case maybe you have to travel, you are away from home, you are in the camp, there must be a trusted adult if you're in camp, for example. So your trusted adults, I'm sure your mommy would have spoken to you about trusted adults. Don't worry if they are not. We are going to discuss some of these things with your mommy, as well, so that you have trusted adults. In case your mommy is not around, you don't have to wait, there must be a trusted adult that you can communicate some of these things to, because sometimes you may need to seek medical help. So, okay. So like I said, why speaking up early, it helps to protect your health. Okay, you notice anything unusual, you must tell your trusted adult, your mommy. But if your mommy is not around, there must be a trusted adult. Remember, trusted. So when I say trusted, your mommy would have discussed trusted adult that you can discuss certain things with. It's not everybody. It's not your classmate. It's not your friend in school that you discuss these things with, because they might just give you wrong advice or say, oh, this is it, and it may not be true. So you discuss with your mom or a trusted adult. Okay, I'm emphasizing that. All right. So because any problem that happens, you need to know it early. You need to, because sometimes you may need to see the doctor and treat you appropriately. It doesn't mean there's any big thing wrong, but so that it doesn't become anything big. Okay. So, and so that you can heal faster and everything. And of course, sometimes if you're having repeated discharge or itching, there may be something that is causing it. You need to pay attention to. So I've talked about normal discharge. So normal thing, smell, color. Okay. So if it's smelly, if you have yellow itchiness, all these things, you must tell your mommy. Okay, know that your body is not dirty, it's not shameful. All the things we're talking about is a normal phase that we all go through. So you don't need to feel embarrassed about it. Okay, if you notice anything unusual, don't assume anything uncomfortable. Just speak to your mom or your trusted adult. Okay, taking care of your body includes knowing when to ask for help. So asking for help is not bad. So always remember, I've talked about the vulva and the vagina. They are not the same. Remember that vulva is the outside that you wash with gentle soap, warm water, while the vagina is the inside. You don't wash the vagina. It is wrong, because when you wash it, you remove the protective environment and you predispose yourself to infection. Of course, normal vaginal discharge is part of the body's cleaning system. It is normal. I notice the normal is like normal whitish color. Not the smell is not irritating, pungent smell. And also look for itchiness, body sensation, peppery. If you notice any rash, any swelling, make sure you tell your mom or trusted adults. Okay, so yeah, so every piece of knowledge you gain, is a tool that will help you to protect yourself and to care for yourself. Okay, so we want you to understand your body, so that you can care for your health with confidence. All right. And finally, okay, so you need to be able to know what is normal. I've mentioned it, so that when there's something abnormal, you're able to tell and you can ask for help. Finally, your body matters. Know that your health matters. Remember, I was telling you again, your body from head to toe, both in and out, is one you have for a lifetime. How you care for your body as you grow old, your older years, your body will respond back to you. So we are talking about vaginal health and everything that has to do with you being a woman, because when you grow into puberty and you get to your years that you're going to get pregnant and have children, the care of all these areas matter. That's why we are telling you these things, so that if there's anything you notice that is abnormal, you can ask for help. So your body is beautifully designed, so you treat it with care, with respect, and with confidence. Okay, never feel embarrassed to speak to a trusted adult about your health. Okay, so it's important that you stay informed. Knowledge about your body is one of the most powerful tools you have for a healthy life. Thank you, Queen Mother. Thank you, girls. I don't know if I can take questions, or maybe after Queen Mother session, then we take questions. Queen Mother, over to you, man. Queen Mother. Okay, girls, you can drop your questions while we wait for Queen Mother to come.
Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me? I hope it is
Okay, we
better.
can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. Admin, do you want to play our video before I?
While the video is playing, girls, you can drop your questions if you have them in the comment section while the video is playing.
Start. Thank you so much, Dr. Molola. But at last, and you know the thing is, I used to always have infections. I didn't even know that it was what you were saying is what was the reason. You understand? Because I was constantly washing, scrub. You see me scrubbing, eh?
Okay, gotcha.
Who is laughing at me? I used to scrub it all, and I was always having infection.
Kiki, don't worry. Everything about period, we're going to talk
Time
about it, okay?
with
Don't worry, just relax. Queen Mother has got you covered. Queen Mother, your daughter's already asking about periods.
So that's it. Admin, where's our video? Or is it provost now? Okay, I think the network.
Girls, I'm not seeing your questions. We'll drop your questions while we're waiting for the video before Queen Mother comes up.
I'll just yeah,
Queen Mother,
so
your
I will
network
send
is
my slide.
fluctuating. No?
I will send let me just send my slide to you just in case.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we
Don't worry, Queen Mabel. We are good. We have you people covered. Menstruation, you're asking. Don't worry. Queen Mother has got you covered.
don't worry, we're doing nutrition the next class.
Yeah, next class. Yeah. Eudora, just type your question, okay?
I'll just start sharing my slide.
Yeah. Don't worry, all of you about menstruation period. The next class, we're going to cover everything, okay? Don't worry. What to use, how to go about it, everything. We're going to know. The scrubbing well, if somebody asks, scrubbing well give vulva and vagina. Queen Rachel already explained the difference. Vulva is what you're seeing outside. The side that you're washing is vulva. Vagina is inside. You cannot see the vagina. You can only see what we call the vaginal orifice, like the entrance of the vagina. That's the only part that is outside. But the whole part that you're washing is not your vagina. It's called the vulva, really. Somebody asked something about washing. The next class, don't worry, at the end of the class you will know. You will know when the next class will be. This one. How do you do people make somebody asked a question about washing. I'm trying to see that question. Somebody
My slides. Can you see my slides?
let me see. Yes, we can.
Okay, so I'm going to just, I might not be able to.
Mother, your network, oh, your audio.
Is
We can't hear you, ma.
I think you should just take it to Dr. Lola.
Can you speak again? Okay. Cannot hear you, Queen Mother. Okay. Um, okay. Maybe you can give me control. We can't hear you. Queen Mother, are you speaking? We can't hear you.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, okay. Now I was saying that maybe you can try to talk again or just send it to
Okay.
me.
I've
Okay, we can
sent
hear
it
you
to
now. Let me,
you. So so vaginal
okay,
care
I
is
can
not
hear.
so vaginal care is not something to feel shy about, because I know that, so whether vagina or vulva, I prefer to use vagina, even though Dr. Molola has explained that it is the inside one. Let's use it because that's the common one we know, so that you know that we're talking about what you know. Okay, if we say vulva, you'll be like, what is vulva? Where is vulva? So for this class, let's use vaginal care. Okay, vaginal care is something that you need to know about because it's about your hygiene, your health, understanding your body, and getting used to doing the right things early. So that, like Dr. Molola said, you protect yourself from infections, discomfort, and unhealthy practices. These things are the things that will help you maintain self-dignity. Some of you are just concerned about boys. You're just concerned about fun books, movies, etc. These are the choices. You would tell me which of these choices you have been making well. Can you still hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So choice A, I put them into about five categories. The first category is the choice A. When it comes to your vagina, your underwear and your clothing habits are very important. Make sure you choose breathable underwear. Cotton is best. Avoid nylon. Go to the comment and say avoid. When your mommy wants to buy you on this, if it's not looking cotton like this, cloth like this, if it's looking very like satin or like nylon, tell her that, mommy, no, please, it's not good for my vagina or my vulva area. You're going to write it down and say, I use only cotton wear so that air can enter. This cotton underwear absorbs sweat and keeps that area dry and healthy. Change your underwear daily. Those of you that like to hide and repeat pants, you are repeating your pants. I'm watching all of you from here where I am now. Change it every day because as you're walking up and down, it is gathering sweat and dirt. Wear a new one every day. What did I say? Every day. See, let me tell you one secret. On Sundays, get your 7 pants for the week. Me, I used to even iron my pants because I just wanted extra heat. Arrange it on Sunday, your 7 pants, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, ready. So that you don't say you are tempted. I repeated. I was so busy. The excuse that some of us give, I was tired. So I now just say, let me just quickly know is wrong. Don't stay in your wet clothes. For example, after sports, after swimming, heavy sweating, please change out of those wet clothes immediately. As you are coming out of the pool, as you're coming out of the sports field or whatever, have an extra one in your pack. We are going to have a girls' hub hygiene pack. Who is happy to hear that? Our hygiene kit, our VJ, our vulva and vagina care kits. We're going to have it. I'll tell you what to be inside. Who is happy to hear that? Who is happy to hear about our kit? We need to have this kit so that we are not having any issues whatsoever. Now, below okay, I'm continuing. Number 4, avoid tight clothing for long hours. Tight. You wear that, you say you are doing young. Lighter, I wanted to say accessories, lighter underwear, lighter clothes, your pajamas, let your body breathe. Don't tighten everywhere, cover everywhere. Then keep your underwear clean. There's something called thrush. We didn't have time. I'm sure you're going to see it in your guide. Myself and Dr. Morola are going to do a guide. Dr. Morola, please, let's remember to add what can happen when we don't keep our vulva area clean. Thrush. You see thrush, aside the soap, another thing that can cause thrush, which is that rash that happens. Sometimes it looks reddish. How many of you have experienced thrush? Your vagina area was reddish, very scratchy, very painful. Samantha, can you still hear me? Angel, Gabriel, can you just listen? You didn't come to this class to hear about discharge alone. Just listen, calm down. You are rushing to ask questions that answers have already come. Just relax. Somebody's asking, how do babies come? What do you mean by that? That's not what this class is about. Take care of yourself first. Now, another thing we need to, another choice. That's so what is making habits. I don't know why it's cutting from my, okay, it's not cutting. Let me put it down. Wash your private area gently. I won't talk too much of that. Dr. Mulela has already spoken about that. When you want to use wipe or tissue, wipe from front to back. From front to back, not from back to front. This was another thing that I learned as an adult. It was my doctor after I've had like my first child. My doctor was not saying that, no, that's not how you clean. Oh, you clean even when you're cleaning, when you're bathing, you clean from. I was like, how come we have been doing from back to front? You just do. It's supposed to come from the front to the back. Even when you even when you go to toilet, to stool, you still clean from front to back. Don't take it from the back to front. Because like Dr. Mola showed us in that her diagram, the anus is at the back. If you clean from back to front, you will take disease from the back and bring it to the front. Okay? Okay, so the next one is dry your body properly. After bathing, girls should make sure that you dry your body with a clean. See, from today, I want to encourage you to start using white towels. White towels helps you to know when the towel is dirty. If you are using another color, you just be there gathering dirt. You don't know that dirt you are gathering is going to go and irritate and infect your vulva area. Then change your clothing after sweating. I've already mentioned that. Wash your hands regularly because your hands is what you use to handle your body. So you must make sure. Number one is trim safely. Your parents need to help you. Your parents need to help you. I remember the first time I needed to trim, it was my someone I would consider my older cousin. She did it as a sister. She was the one that helped me. She was the one that helped me. So if you must do it, your mom, of course, will make sure that it's done with clean tools. Younger girls should always have a trusted adult for help. Avoid harsh chemicals or shaving too early. They'll come and tell you that, hey, this is what the boys they used to shave their beards, so you can use it too. You now come and use it. No, let that not happen. Avoid sharing grooming tools. Razors, scissors, trimmers should never be used with anybody. Because they can spread so all those sharp objects, please, a small tiny scissors is what should be used. Your pubic hair is normal part of growing up. Please, everybody's hair is going to grow differently. There's no, hey, my hair is too small. Oh, my, like it is hair on your head. Whatever you see, collect. Some people have a lot, some people don't have a lot, and that's fine. Now, managing your pubic hair also requires that you must keep that area comfortable. You must keep that area comfortable. Okay? The kind of clothes you're using will help you prevent you from make sure that you do it, like I said, with a clean, not razor, with a clean scissors. Or this is what they're calling razor now. Shaving stick. That's what they're calling razor because it has a little razor. Please, that is shaving stick. Shaving stick. Don't rush. Quietly, gently, with the help of your mom. Okay, now choice D. Choice D is where you have to decide whether you want vaginal freshness or I want to go to the comments and read which one you want. Freshness or odor. Because some of us, it's as if... Can you hear me now, Tiwatokwe?
I can hear you, ma.
So which one do you want? Yes. Do you want vaginal freshness? Do you want your vagina to smell fresh? Or do you want it to be smelling like fish, according to Dr. Molola? When you were saying it, I would just laugh. I see that most of us are saying we want vaginal freshness. Now, this is what you must know. Your vagina naturally has a mild odor, just something little. Everybody's vagina, everybody's body is different. So their scents are different. Don't come and start trying to go and spray things there. Oh. We have already said it. Gently clean the area with water and mild soap. which me, it's just the outside area. Once it comes to inside there, nothing enters inside. Avoid chemicals and scented products, perfume, sprays, scented wipes, harsh soap, all those things that you're just putting it. You don't have to spray anything. I know that there are some, I saw that they started selling some of these things. Let your vagina have a nice spray. Spray, vagina spray, vagina spray. Avoid all those things. Dr. Molola already said it. Now, D. Continue to notice unusual changes. If there is a sudden, strong, or unusual odor, especially if it comes with itching or pain, unusual discharge, please tell a trusted adult or a doctor, a professional. Dr. Molola mentioned that already. Healthy habit. I love this one. Healthy habits like eating well, drinking. All of you that will just go and be eating rubbish, junk. Your vagina will soon start having fruit a lot. Your vagina will always, and you clean well, your vagina will always smell fresh. But when you're eating junk food every time, eating stale food every time, maybe that's how your vagina too will not be smelling fine. So maintain good eating habits. Now, there are some myths about the vagina. They say vagina should smell like perfume or flowers. It's not true. Vagina has its own smell and is mild. Strong perfumes or scented, whatever, they are not good. They will irritate or infect you. All vaginas look the same. It's not true. Some of us go to boarding house, some of us go to campus. You go, you see that some people, maybe people are changing in the bathroom. Or different shapes and sizes and colors, and all of them are normal. All of them are normal. You must wash. You must not. Okay, they say you must wash inside the vagina. It's a myth. The vagina cleanses itself naturally. We've heard that. Pubic hair is dirty or unhealthy. It's not. Pubic hair is a natural part of growing up, and it protects the delicate skin around your vulva. So it does not make you dirty. Because you know, some people, their own doesn't grow much. So when they see your own, they'll not be making you feel uncomfortable. It's not true. Changes in the vagina are always bad. No. Some changes like mild odor or discharge are normal. It's only a concern if please, can you hear me? I need someone to tell me they can hear me, please.
I can hear you, ma.
Okay, thank you. So finally, what are the enemies of our vaginal health? Remember that our vagina is very delicate. Our vagina is very delicate. So it can get irritated or infected very easily, especially when it comes with substance. It comes in I think I missed the public toilets choice. I can't see that choice now, but there was something about the toilet I really wanted to talk about. Maybe I'll find time to still talk about it. When you want to use your vagina, one of the greatest enemies I introduced germs that cause infections. When I grew up, I noticed that I used to have infections very easily, and it was coming from toilets. So because I get pressed easily, I don't want to hold the urine in my bladder. Anywhere I see toilet, I'll just go and use. I had to start taking a spray. There's this toilet spray. Before I found the one that is produced properly, I was making my own. I will mix, some antiseptic and everything, put it in a very tiny, just like a sanitizer bottle. I carried it everywhere I went. If I'm traveling, it's inside my hand carry. It's very tiny, it's like 20 ml. When I want to use the toilet in the airport, I'll just spray pip, 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 pip. Even on the plane. From unclean surfaces. If you should not sit in public places. And even if you need to sit, it must be clean. You should maintain a safe distance. You must make sure that the water inside the toilet does not splash on you. Everything will not start splashing on your body. That is infection that is coming. No. That is infection that is coming. We have already talked a lot about harsh soaps. They are the enemies of your vagina. Now, this inserting of things, I want to talk about this a little. Inserting of fingers. I just want to touch. I want to just touch. I want to just touch. I want to just, every time you're touching. Don't insert toys. Don't insert think I did, doctor. I have to put on my video so that you will see my face. Can you see my face? Samantha, can you see my face? So that you know that I'm not afraid to say it. Can you see my face? You can. Don't allow a boy put his penis inside your. It's also part of the things that should not get into your vagina. Don't allow another girl put her finger inside your vagina. Right, what I just said now, I want to know that you heard me. Everything you heard, whether it's the boy's own, whether it's the finger own, whether it is the object, toy. Yeah, I just want to see if this thing can pass. You see all those curiosity, you are going to hurt and harm yourself. Don't do it. It's an enemy. Don't. You're wondering, what of baby coming out? When you are old, you will understand. I did not understand how a baby will come out of my body until I was pregnant and then I was giving birth. You can never understand it. Do not put your vagina inside. When we were kids, we had neighbors. I'm saying it because you can be here and you're like, hey, I'm just 6 years. I'm just 7 years. I was around 6 or 7 when my neighbors' children, boys, who come to the house and bring out their penis and say that we should come and play daddy and mommy game. They'll bring out their penis to put inside my vagina with my sister's vagina that we are playing mommy and daddy game. What is the meaning of that? Don't allow any. I'm shouting it now. Don't come and tell me that somebody came and put it also. One day somebody told me she was even in like she was a big girl already. Told me how a boy used one object and put inside her vagina. She was like 22 or so. So sometimes you'll be thinking that when I grow old, I'll know these things. No. Don't allow a boy's penis come into your vagina. What else did you hear? Don't put a toy. Don't put a stick. Don't put anything inside your vagina, your vulva area. Don't. It can introduce germs. Germs can come. Harm can come. that is other people's genitals. I'm mentioning it again. Ensure that sharing or touching someone else's private parts does not happen, because it can spread infections as well. Protect your body, protect your personal space. Please. Wet clothing are the enemies of your vagina. Tight and unbreathable clothing are the enemies of your vagina, just to make emphasis. From today onward, I want you to be very careful and intentional about your body. Make wise choices that will protect your vagina and your vulva. Always listen to what your body is telling you. I love when Dr. Molola said, you have to know which part is which part. Because if you go to the hospital and then you tell them, what is itching you? Now say, it's my this, when it is your that is itching you. They'll give you medication for the wrong thing. So you need to start learning how to call the right thing that is making you feel uncomfortable. If you feel uncomfortable, unusual, you feel wrong, please speak up. Somebody's asking you to do something. Pull down your pants. One day, a girl in the girls' home, I don't know if that my girl is here. She lives in Germany. She said that they were playing game in her class. 5 years old or 6. They were playing game in her class. All her friends, they gathered. All the girls in the class. Everybody, pull down your bomb bomb. Everybody will see, they'll clap. Hey, hey. The girl said she's not pulling down any bomb bomb, anything. They say she leave. She left them. I said, whatever. I don't care. Don't just be following. If it feels wrong, please don't do it. Speak up. Why? This shows that you are strong. It doesn't show that you are less. It doesn't show that it's a sense of pride. They say when you carry yourself, when your vagina is smelling fresh, now you'll be bouncing. Not this one that they turn this side, something is smelling. Turn this side, something is smelling. Pants smelling, bomb bomb smelling, everything is smelling. You will now find out that you are now growing into a strong, wise, young woman. Thank you so much, girls. I think we can take 1 or 2 questions. Dr. Molola, you have to screen the questions, please. I'm sorry, we cannot take every question. We have to take questions that will help you at this time. You see, one time a boy in my class touched my vagina. Do you see what I'm saying now? Do you see what I'm saying? So common now. It's becoming so common. This week alone, I know how many boys touch vagina I've had. And it's happening to both old boys. I mean, big girls. Sorry, big girls, small girls. I'm hearing of girls in SS2, SS3, boys touching their vagina. What is the problem? Ha. Please, please. We need to be very, very careful about these things. Dr. Molola, please screen questions. One time there was underwear in the middle of the floor in my class. You see now, this person that has removed underwear from her body now, what does that mean? Somebody can be sitting beside her and put his hand inside her vagina now. Is it?
I'm trying to look through the questions.
I'm happy to hear all these things, I beg.
Is it normal if the itching and burning have been for a long time? It's not normal. So if you have been having itching and burning for a long time, it's not normal. Please just let your mommy know, okay? And if it happens, the truth it happens again, let them know again. So don't feel that you're disturbing them, because it might be something that is causing it. And the more you let them know, the more they will be able to identify it. Okay. Somebody is saying, I'm trying to see questions, but I can't see questions. Someone's asking about skincare. Go and watch the videos on skincare. If you don't get your period by 12, should you be worried? Don't worry, we'll talk about period next week, okay? Or next class. Let me not say next week. I'm not sure when the next class is. We'll talk about period next class. There are many reasons why you may not get it. It may not be abnormal. There's going to be replay. Yes, there's going to be replay. Queen Mother, have you seen any question? Oh, somebody said, I had a problem like this in school one day, today. I told one day, I told my teacher that my privacy didn't know what to do. She said there's nothing I can do about it. That's why we said trusted adults. Although your so then I
teacher
kept telling her the same complaint. She tried to call my mom one day, then told her to book a GP appointment, which she approved of. But it took a while for her, so it was a problem. When my teacher wasn't in school, I told my assistant teacher, and then she had to call my teacher on phone. And she started to ask some questions that made me feel uncomfortable. Like, is it white? When does it happen? Does mom tell you not to tell me things like that? Okay, so this person, okay. Okay, I think this person had some complaints. You now said you told your teacher and she was asking you some questions that made you uncomfortable. Okay. Okay. Ideally, your teacher should be a trusted adult, but like I said, I don't want to leave it open like that. Really, I don't know whether there are no boarding students here, Queen Mother. They're all day students. There are no boarding students, are there? So I'm surprised why you didn't tell your mom when you go home. Yeah, Queen Donkey again. So your teacher should be a trusted adult, but like I said, I will not assume your teacher is a trusted adult. Your mom would have discussed trusted adults with you. So I will leave that to your mom because I don't know who your teacher is. So I'm not going to tell everybody that your teacher is a trusted adult. Ideally, they should, but they may not. And that's the truth. So I'll leave your mom to tell you who your trusted adult is. So don't worry. When we have, if your mom has not told you about trusted adults, don't worry. They will tell you. Okay. So if your mom has not told you about trusted adults, when you go back home, you can ask them. Depending on will discuss with them. So because your mom or dad are the ones that know the adults around you. So that if they are not available, the trusted person, you can discuss certain things, particularly things that have to do with your private. I will not assume your teacher is. Ideally, your teacher should, but they may not. So I'm not going to give you a blanket statement and say you are permitted to tell your teacher. So even if you are in a place, maybe you're in boarding school or anything, your mom would appoint a trusted adult. It can be your guardian, your house mistress, but it's not automatic. That's what I'm saying. Your mom is the one that will say, okay, this person, that person, they are the trusted adults in this place that you can tell this and that. So I'm not going to give a blanket statement and say, oh, your house mistress, your teacher, automatically they're trusted adults. Not in all cases. So you listen to whoever your mom appoints in different situations. If you go to camp, for example, and Auntie Etima is there, Queen Mother is there, or any of your girls or coaches, yes, Auntie Etima is part of the trusted adults. That's why you are here, because your mom and your dad, they trust her as a trusted adult. That's why you are in girl. If you are in girls hub and you have access to your coaches or Queen Mother, they are part of your trusted adults. But you might be in a place, boarding school, somewhere that you don't have access to them. So your mom will appoint a trusted adult. What if they break your mom? Then you let them know. If your mom, so let me say this here. If you feel that your mom or your dad appointed someone as a trusted adult and you feel like they did something that will break the trust or you're not comfortable with, speak up and tell your mom. Don't assume because mommy has said is a trusted adult, then that person is allowed to do any of the things we are saying they can't do. So if that happens, you must tell your mom. Okay? You must tell your mom what happens so that they can appoint somebody else. What if your teacher goes to your toilet and says, pull down your trousers and skirt, let me see? And no, let you see. No. That's not acceptable. No, because your teacher doesn't have a right to examine you. They're not a medical person. And besides, even if a medical person wants to examine you, there must be a chaperone. You know who a chaperone is? When anybody is examining any part of your body that is private, it shouldn't be done alone. Even if you go to the doctor, for example, even if in your school now, they say there's a doctor or a nurse in your school and something happens, if anybody has to examine any part of your body that is private, you shouldn't be alone with the person. There must be another person there, better with the same sex. But of course, we know these days that doesn't matter, but preferably with the same sex. But if it is not an emergency, you ask for your mom to be there. You wait for them to let your mom come. Okay, you decline. Except it's an emergency, they have to examine you immediately. If it is not an emergency, decline and ask that your mom, you should wait for your mom to come, and your mom should be there when the examination is being done. I hope you heard what I said now. So if anybody has to examine any part of your body that is private, even if you go to the doctor or anybody, it is wrong. It is against ethical medical practice to examine a private part of somebody, even as an adult like this. It is wrong for the person not to have another person. We call it a chaperone. I mean, there's a second person there. That is the ideal thing. So from now, you should be, like I said, I'm telling you, it's your body now. So you should know some of these things. Okay, you should know some of these things. And if you're in school, they have to examine. If it's not an emergency, then decline. Don't let anybody tell you that I want to check anything. If it's not an emergency, say no till your mom comes. And if there's any need, your mom will be there to do the right thing. Okay. Also, if your mom appoints a trusted adult, or you assume somebody is that somebody is living with you, is my mommy's uncle, sister, whatever, does not make them automatically a trusted adult. And if your mom appoints a trusted adult, you feel they break the trust, or you feel they do something you're uncomfortable with, don't be afraid to speak up. Okay, always speak up. Okay, and always trust your instinct. If in doubt, speak up. Okay, don't assume and keep quiet. All right, nobody's going to beat you or punish you. Don't be afraid that anybody will punish you. Don't let anybody scare you that if you say anything, nothing is going to happen. All right. Why do people touch vaginas? Who touch? Nobody should touch your vagina. You shouldn't touch anybody's vagina or vulva area. Neither should somebody else. So you should not even be looking at somebody's vagina area or somebody looking at your vagina area too. Okay? Even if you are dressing up, from now, you're dressing up. Nobody should be permitted in the room. Tell anybody to excuse you. Okay? Even if your mom or anybody, tell them to excuse you. You want to dress up in the room now, in the toilet, or you're having a shower, you're in the bathroom, nobody's allowed to come in when you're having your shower or you are in the toilet. No, you tell them to excuse you. Okay? Nobody's allowed to be in the bathroom with you. I don't assume anyone here that still shower, your mom is still bathing for you. And is there anybody here that your mom is still showering for you? I don't think there's anybody here. All right. So now, so you want to dress, even if you share a room with your sister, okay, you shouldn't be dressing up together. You take turns. You come out, allow your sister to dress up. She comes out, you go back in and dress up. So you are dressing up your privacy. Even if it's your sister, doesn't matter whether it's your sister because it's my sister, we're girls, or it's my mom, we're girl. No, your body is your privacy. Nobody. You want to dress up. If you are sharing a room with your sister, you take turns. All right. If you're in the bathroom, nobody. I just want to come and pick something. No, once you're in the bathroom and you're having a shower and you have undressed, nobody comes into the bathroom. You're in the toilet, nobody should come in. You're not having your bathroom, you will learn. Who said they are not having that? Who is the person? Gracie? Is that mommy that is talking? That is commenting? What if they're not bathing well? I don't assume that's your mom, but if that's the parent, if a child is not bathing well, then you teach. Teaching doesn't mean you have to do it for them. They do it, and you prompt. It's your mom, yeah. Even if, your mom says that okay, you should not wear underwear. Yeah, like Atetima said, so that under there can breathe. The only time you wear underwear, probably when you are doing your menstruation. Then you can wear it to sleep. If not, so that's why the person that said your mommy said you should not wear underwear to sleep is so that, remember, Atetima was saying you want air, so that that place you can have fresh air to breathe, except you're having your menstruation. Then if your mom is saying that you're not showering well, okay, if you are not showering well, your mom can teach you by demonstration. She doesn't have to shower for you. So you shower. So in that case, yes, but it should be for a fixed period. Okay, so she supervises you, you do it with time, then she will stop. Okay, with time she will stop. Of course, everybody starts from, we shower for you, we teach you, then you do it yourself. All right. Then sorry ma, but should you wear a half cut like a bra but without foam to sleep? You don't need to wear bra to sleep. Why are you wearing bra to sleep? You shouldn't wear bra to sleep now. Ideally, you should not wear bra to sleep. You should be free. Okay? Half cut like a no, you shouldn't wear bra to sleep. You don't need to wear bra to sleep. You need to air your private area, your breast and all that. So you don't need to wear bra. I saw a question now. Sorry, the questions are just popping. I don't know. I didn't see the.
Sorry, please. Anybody that is asking, I hear that some people are asking to collaborate notes with other people. When people give you that request, say no. Some people are going out there and they are sharing rubbish, talking nonsense. Once I get your name, whether you were trying to... So there's a feature on Zoom that allows you to like...
Hello? Okay, sorry, I didn't get that.
Saying the opposite thing. So sometimes you can ask to collaborate your notes with someone else on Zoom. So nobody should click yes.
Okay.
Deny it. Say, Zoom will tell you yes, accept or deny. Once you accept, the person can send you rubbish. And if you're that person or those people, once I just get your name, you're out. Whether you are going to say something good or not, go to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, some people are still asking about this touching. Whether it's your cousin, whether it's your sister, whether it's anybody, nobody is allowed to touch your vagina, your vulva area. You too, you are not allowed to touch. In fact, nobody is even allowed to look. Not just even touch. That's why I said look, including when you are dressing up now. Your sister is not allowed to be in the room when you're dressing up. Your mommy is not allowed to be in the room when you're dressing up. Except maybe, okay, you want to button something for you and everything like that. Nobody's allowed to be even in the bathroom. You're having a shower, nobody's allowed to be there to come and pick their toothbrush. No. Whether it's your mommy, whether it's your sister, you tell them to excuse you, say it politely. If you share the room with your sister, you take turns to dress up. You don't stay together and dress up, or stay in the bathroom together and your sister and be showering. So nobody's allowed to even look, not to talk of touch. The only time is if you have a complaint, like we said, itchiness, burniness, you tell your mom, they now take you to a doctor or a special expert to check. But in that case, your mom will be there when anybody has to check you for any reason. Okay, if anything happens in school, your teacher is not allowed to say you should put down your pants, they want to check anything. They are not doctors, they don't have any right to do that. Nobody's even allowed to check you, except it's an emergency. They will call the emergency people. So your teacher has no right to say pull down your pants. There's nothing they're checking. You say no. Okay, you should call your mom. All right. Okay. Yes. So you say no. If there's any emergency, they call the ambulance. Your teacher is not a medical person, so they don't have no right to be checking anything in your private parts.
Dr. Molola.
Are there any perfumes?
Dr. Molola.
No perfumes. Yes, Queen Mother.
Yes. I want to talk about this touching something because in fact I'm not even finding it funny. A mommy sent me a message that especially in the UK there's this PHSC class. I think that is a course on maybe sex education or something,
Sexual health, okay.
Yes, where they now teach you, where they encourage you. I think the word is they encourage you to explore your body.
Oh, yeah, I know, okay.
They tell you something like masturbation is a healthy way of
pleasure, self-pleasure.
All those, see, let me tell you something. And that is the same excuse that the boys will use. Nobody should explore your body for you. You too, you have already told you how your body is. That's okay. You don't have to start putting your infection, infection, because when they touch you now, you'll be like, oh, I don't know how I felt. It was kind of uncomfortable. Then later I now liked it. That is infection. And if you don't stop it, some of you will say, I don't know how to shout. Please, right now where you are, just shout. Shout, practice the shouting before the time reaches. Because somebody that was 15 years old, 16 years old, a boy put his finger into her vagina and she could not shout. What is the meaning of I don't know how to shout? Shout like a snake has just bitten you. Shout like a dog was just biting you now. So if a dog bites you, be keeping keeping quiet? I don't understand. Just this week, hey, this person, they touched the vagina, this person, hey, they touched. Don't you know what is called boundaries? Boundaries. Please. Let nobody come. Shout like when everybody turns. You'll be so embarrassed. And they will never try it again.
I think you need to practice and do role play. I think you need to practice and do role play.
I said they tried it with me as a child. I didn't. Yes, maybe we should, Abby.
Yes, I think we need to script. We need to have we script it, and we'll give them to act it out. Yeah, I think that's the best thing. We'll script it. I have a book about it.
There are so many wrong things. Because of it, that I don't like reading my books. You and it's a good way to explore your body. I was very shocked. There are a lot of rubbish out there. But when I write, you want to read the Alice in Wonderland, Dog Diaries, looking into a boy's eyes, caramel. I saw caramel in his eyes. Continue to read rubbish. How will you know what to do? A boy is putting his dirty fingers that he has used to play football. He came and put it in, pew, you kept quiet. He said, I didn't know, I was feeling somehow. Just remember my voice and start screaming. Scream! Even when they're telling you to calm down, continue screaming. Do you know what you will do? You'll be saving yourself and other girls. Because guess what I noticed? These boys or these people, sometimes it's not even a boy, it's another girl. Let me not overdrag the boy. Sometimes even another girl. This other girl that's putting finger inside your vagina, she might have been doing it to other people. Do you understand? They cannot talk. Yourself, you will rescue all the other girls. So let me know here. Oh, if you don't know how to shout, come and meet me. Me and you will have shouting practical. When I finish teaching you how to shout, you will go to the class. By the time you finish shouting, everybody arrange themselves. Girls should be taught self-defense. I agree. Okay, Dr. Morola, any question? We need to go.
I think no, I think don't worry, all your questions about menstruation would answer. The only thing I wanted to say, somebody was saying that puberty does not start at 8. In fact, some girls start their menstruation at 8. Now we have girls starting at 8, at 9. And if a girl is starting menstruation at 8, puberty usually would have started like years before. So what age did she start? So don't assume that. So that's why you see that this class, even with the younger girls, are here, because we are teaching everybody. So I think I don't think I have any other question. Any other thing will continue in the next class. Thank you once again, and have a good night, girls.
Thank you so much, Dr. Molola. Thank you. Don't worry, we are going to also put your questions down so that we can give you one guide, what you need to know about your vagina, your vulva area, and your private special parts. Yes, we see all the love emojis. I love people because people love to learn. We're going to have our class in 2 weeks, I guess. 2 weeks, but probably it will be on a Sunday, not a Saturday, because a Saturday by this time is going to be my husband's birthday. So I'm going to be attending to my husband. So please permit us to have our class on Sunday. I actually prefer it on Saturday so that it doesn't clash with our girls or program or anything. But on the 22nd, instead of 21st, admin, please take note, 22nd, come with your friends. Let them come and hear, so I will not be telling you bad things. All right, girls. So let's put on our mics and say our goodbyes. God bless you all. Go and practice what we have taught you. Go and throw away those your tear pants, your dirty pants. Go and throw all of them. Go and wash them.
Bye.
Good to your husband.
Stay to your husband.
Bye. Question.
Bye. Bye.